Mixed martial arts. It is the most exciting and riveting sport in the world. It combines a wide variety of combative techniques, including striking, wrestling, and grappling. Questions have been raised as to who is truly the best martial artist in history. Welcome to the Top 20 channel. I'm your host Kevin Penn, and today we'll be counting down the greatest MMA fighters of all time. Number 20. It is the first ever UFC fighter to hold titles in two weight classes simultaneously, the notorious Conor McGregor. Now I can already hear the comments yelling at me, questioning why he's even on the list, but just hear me out here. McGregor's run in the featherweight division was nothing short of spectacular, destroying legends including Max Holloway, Dustin Poirier, Chad Mendes, and of course, the 13-second knockout of Jose Aldo Jr. He then topped it off by KOing the underground king, Eddie Alvarez, capturing both the featherweight and the lightweight title, cementing Conor McGregor as the 20th greatest MMA fighter of all time. Number 19, the man thought to have earned the fastest legitimate black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu history, the prodigy BJ Penn. The Hawaiian fighter was an absolute maniac, winning titles in both welterweight and lightweight, competing against the likes of Lyoto Machida at heavyweight and drinking the blood of his fallen opponents. Penn's impressive skills and fierce determination earns him a spot amongst the all-time MMA greats. Number 18, the self-proclaimed best boxer in the UFC, it is Max Blessed Holloway. He had a remarkable run as the UFC featherweight champion, where he set records for his insane striking volume and accuracy. Holloway's fighting career is characterized by his exciting and dominant performances, cementing his status as an all-time fan favorite. Coming in at number 17, it is the pioneer of the sprawl and brawl fighting style, the Iceman himself, Chuck Liddell. He was a dominant force in the UFC's light heavyweight division in the mid-2000s, known for his devastating power and trademark mohawk hairstyle. Liddell's aggressive fighting style and memorable rivalries with fighters including Tito Ortiz and Randy Couture helped cement him as one of UFC's most feared knockout artists. Coming in at number 16, it is the man renowned for his unorthodox fighting style and exceptional footwork, my personal favorite fighter, the Dominator, Dominic Cruz. In his prime, Cruz was literally untouchable, often making legends look ordinary by making them swing at thin air. His greatest moment was undoubtedly his thrilling comeback victory against TJ Dillashaw after being out of competition for 3 years due to ACL reconstructive surgeries. This cements Cruz as one of the all-time MMA legends. Coming in at number 15 is the king of cringe himself, Triple C, Henry Cejudo. The Olympic gold medalist made history by becoming the first fighter to hold both the flyweight title, the bantamweight title, all at the same time, beating legends including Demetrius Johnson, Dominic Cruz, and TJ Dillashaw along the way. His remarkable wrestling skills, evolved striking abilities, and unparalleled training methods makes him one of the most accomplished fighters in MMA history. Coming in at number 14 is the multiple-time UFC heavyweight champion and the two-time UFC light heavyweight champion, the natural Randy Couture. Couture was renowned for his wrestling abilities and unparalleled cage-smart tactics. One of the defining moments of Couture's career was when he came out of retirement in his late 40s to win the UFC heavyweight title for a third time and leaving an enduring legacy in the world of MMA. Coming in at number 13 is the man they call the last stylebender. It is the striking master, Israel Adesanya. Izzy entered the UFC in 2018 and had a meteoric rise. The two-time UFC middleweight champion holder, he dismantled the likes of Robert Whittaker and Yoel Romero with style, showcasing his striking mastery and evasive footwork, cementing Izzy as the 13th greatest MMA fighter of all time. Number 12, one of the greatest welterweights of all time, it is Matt Hughes. Hughes was a dominant force, known for his exceptional wrestling skills, powerful ground and pound, and ability to control and dictate fights on the mat. Hughes' work ethic, toughness, and competitive spirit made him a beloved figure among MMA fans, and his memorable rivalries with fighters including BJ Penn and George St. Pierre remain a significant part of the sport's history. Coming in at number 11 is the man often referred to as the Nigeria Nightmare. It is Kamaru Usman. He joined the UFC in 2015 and quickly established himself as a force to be reckoned with. Usman's legendary 15-fight win streak, where he captured and defended the UFC welterweight title, is absolutely spectacular. His ability to control fights and adapt to various opponents, including Colby Covington, Jorge Masvidal, Tyron Woodley, Damian Maia, RDA, Leon Edwards, Sean Strickland, has solidified Usman's status as one of the top pound-for-pound fighters in history. Coming in at number 10 is the greatest UFC heavyweight of all time, Stipe Miocic. His fighting style is characterized by his strong boxing, wrestling, and cardio, making him a well-rounded and formidable fighter. Stipe knocked everyone out on his way to become the heavyweight champ, and setting a record for the most consecutive heavyweight title defenses in UFC history, earning him a place amongst the greatest fighters. And I am super curious to see how he does against Jon Jones in his upcoming fight. Coming in at number 9 is the former 214-pound rugby player. It is the man they called the Great, Alexander Volkanovski. Volkanovski tore his way through the ranks, defeating all-time greats, including Mendes and Aldo, then capturing the UFC Featherweight Championship by outclassing the long-reigning champion, Max Holloway. His fighting style is characterized by his exceptional striking and wrestling, along with outlandish cardio. Volkanovski's successful title defenses and notable success in his first fight against lightweight champion Islam Makhachev has solidified his status as one of the premier fighters in the sport. Coming in at number 8 is the first man to defend championship titles at 2 different weight classes, DC Daniel Cormier. Cormier was feared for his Olympic-level wrestling, relentless pressure, and boxing abilities. Throughout his career, he engaged in multiple memorable rivalries with fighters like Stipe Miocic and Jon Jones, earning victories and ragdolling other notable opponents, including Anthony Johnson, Josh Barnett, and Alexander Gustafsson. The 2-weight world champion will always be remembered as the daddest man on the planet. Coming in at number 7, it is the man who retired undefeated, 29-0, the Eagle from Dagestan, Khabib Nurmagomedov. Now, I know many of you are probably shocked by this ranking, but unfortunately Khabib just didn't have enough notable wins or title defenses to be higher than number 7. He is easily the greatest grappler in the history of fighting, and he dominated everyone in his championship run, notably choking out the likes of Conor McGregor, Dustin Poirier, and Justin Gaethje. His ground and pound was absolutely vicious as well, but when you compare the accolades of Khabib to the top 6, his resume just pales in comparison. Coming in at number 6, it is the all-time Brazilian leg-kicking phenom, Jose Aldo Jr. Aldo gained prominence as the dominant featherweight champion, firstly in the WEC, then the UFC, where he defended his title 9 times with a combination of explosive striking and strong takedown defense. Aldo's impact on the sport is significant, as he helped popularize the featherweight division and establish himself as a pioneer of the lighter weight classes. Coming in at number 5, it is the behemoth they call the Last Emperor, Fedor Emelianenko. The Russian fighter had an iconic and storied fighting career in mixed martial arts. He was known for his dominant striking, powerful grappling, and exceptional composure under pressure. Fedor held the Pride Heavyweight Championship and became one of the most feared fighters in the sport, amassing a lengthy win streak during his prime. He remains one of the greatest what-ifs in MMA, as he famously never competed in the UFC. Coming in at number 4, it is the greatest striker in MMA history, the Spider, Anderson Silva. Silva was renowned for his incredible kickboxing skills, pinpoint accuracy, and unique ability to toy with his opponents inside the octagon. He notably held the UFC middleweight championship for an unprecedented 2,457 days, the longest title reign in history. His fighting career included a 16-fight win streak in the UFC and memorable victories against top contenders including Chael and Dan Henderson. Silva's influence transcended the sport as he inspired an entire generation of up-and-coming fighters. Coming in at number 3 is the man who's going to finally humble the 260 Bradley Martin, the Mighty Mouse, Demetrius Johnson. Johnson's fighting style was marked by his exceptional speed, technique, and fight IQ, making him one of the most well-rounded in the sport's history. He famously pulled off the greatest submission in MMA, where he submitted Ray Borg through a flying suplex armbar. Johnson's career is defined by his 11 incredible consecutive title defenses in the flyweight division, a record that solidified his status as one of the pound-for-pound best fighters in the world. Coming in at number 2, it is one of the most controversial and terrifying fighters ever. It is Johnny Bones Jones. Jones was known for his extraordinary athleticism, diverse striking, and relentless violence. He quickly entered the UFC as one of the sport's most promising prospects and quickly rose to dominance in the UFC light heavyweight division, capturing the UFC light heavyweight championship and defending it 11 times. Now, I know many of you expected Jones to be number 1, but unfortunately his career has been marred by suspensions related to performance-enhancing drugs and legal issues. Despite these controversies, Jones remains one of the most talented fighters ever, boasting incredible victories over some of the sport's greatest competitors. Before we get to number 1, here are some honorable mentions. Cain Velasquez, Dan Henderson, and the pioneer of MMA, Royce Gracie. Finally, at number 1, it is Georges St. Pierre. This man could do it all. He had a jab like a professional boxer, insane takedown abilities despite not coming from a wrestling background, and unparalleled tactical approach to fights, making him a pioneer of modern MMA. His career featured an incredible 13-fight winning streak in the UFC, which included victories over legendary opponents, including Matt Hughes, BJ Penn, Jake Shields, Carlos Condit, Nick Diaz, Michael Bisping, and the list goes on and on. He was able to capture 2 division titles, holding both the welterweight and the middleweight championships. GSP's commitment to a clean sport and sportsmanship solidifies his status as the greatest MMA fighter of all time.